welcome here to this great venue, old traditional cinema. I heard some of our video guys called it the Jurassic Park of online video, but I think it's exactly where we have to be, because the topic is about changing the perspective and about embracing what is new. I would like to guide you quickly through a few slides. I would like to take the opportunity to open this conference and to speak about 3 topics. First, I would like to focus on the rise of online video. Secondly, I would like to show you what we have achieved so far with our online video strategy. And last but not least, as Max has already announced, we are going to present to you our new educational program, Impact Academy. So let's have a bird view on online consumption. And in this context, 2015 has been a very particular moment. For the first time in global history, online consumption globally has exceeded TV consumption. And this happened in 2015. So I think that's a real milestone that will shift advertising in a completely new direction. And the good news about it is also that the media day is actually expanding. So people are consuming more and more media in many of the regions. And if you have a closer look at the chart, you see that particularly in areas like the United States and Asia, this has been achieved, that online consumption has exceeded TV consumption. So let's have a deeper look maybe for the United States. You know, the United States, they're always some sort of a glass ball. It helps us actually to anticipate in a very good way what trends are going to emerge also here in Europe over the next 2-3 years. And if you look at the media categories and the media consumption across the United States, there is one very, very clear trend that can be recognized. All media categories have been declining for 5 consecutive years, and only online consumption has been rising. Now I know some of you might say, okay, that's the US, Poland is different. I've been in Poland for a few years now working, and I have heard this many times. And many times it has been true. Poland is different, but believe me, in this regard, it's not different. Yeah? Because this is actually how Polish internet users use devices and media already today. This is among Polish internet users. So those people who are using the internet, they are embracing it. Yeah? And for them, their PC, their tablet, their smartphone, or social media is the key source of spending their time. And they spend only some 2 hours something on TV. So this is a big shift that is going to happen, and which has, of course, not yet reflected in the advertising spend. So speaking about the rise of online consumption, we also have to speak about what is the driver actually that makes this happen. And for sure, online video is one of the fastest growing online categories. It's estimated that online video views are going to rise by more than 50% per year, and this has been going on for quite a few years. So 50% relative figure. Let me give you a few concrete examples how big this actually is. And something you would probably not have expected is what's happening in the East, in the Far East. So this year will be very specific. In China, for the first time, the Olympic Games will be watched by more people on the web than on TV. And this shows that we should not only look to the West, we should particularly look to the Far East, because they are less encumbered by legacy of traditional linear TVs, and they have a great opportunity to embrace the online video trend from a greenfield perspective. Having said that, another interesting KPI is that if you look at online traffic today, it makes already some 2/3 of total online traffic coming from video. Yeah? So online video traffic basically is 2/3 of total online traffic. And this is going to rise to almost 80% by 2019. Yeah? Still a relative figure. Let me give you the following tangible example that you grasp how big and massive, how huge online video is going to be. By 2019, as estimated by Cisco Research, total video content globally would take an individual 5 million years to watch. but only the content that is put on the web, on consumer video, on a monthly basis. In other words, that would be 1 million minutes of video content per second that's being created. Yeah? So you see, this is massive. This is really now emerging, and I think there is nothing video online can stop. Of course, the question is why? What is the big trigger for online video? Why is it so popular? What is its major USP? It's simpler than one might think. It's simply convenience. Watch what you want, where you want, on any device. Key advantage over linear TV. Now, I have shown you this slide. You have seen how media categories in the US are shifting attention to online. But looking at this is only half of the truth. I think we have to go one step deeper, because this is not a simple shift. It's not a phenomenon of a fashion or something like that. This is more. This is generational. So if you look at the categories of or at the demography, yeah, you see that whereas in the elder segments, yeah, like the generation of the baby boomers or the greatest generation, the largest part of time is spent on TV. Within Generation Z and Y, millennials, this is completely different. They have completely different user habits. And you know, it's actually quite predictable how this will affect in the future the way media is consumed. So, on the other hand, we have this. This is for the major US TV networks, the median viewer age in MSNBC and CNN, it's 60 years, broadcast networks 62 to 64, and in Fox News 68. At the same time, within the target group between 18 and 24-year-olds, TV consumption has fallen by 30% in 4 years. So on this chart, you basically see the monthly time spent, yeah, of people aged between 18 and 24. And you clearly see that whereas in 2011 they still spent some 26 hours, this is down in 2015 to 16. So the trend is visible, it's clear, and we are just waiting now for the next rule of media to happen also here, that money will follow the eyeballs. This has been true when we looked at the shift from print to online, and it will be true when it comes now to the shift from TV to online media. And, you know, this is something what we as a Ringier Axel Springer, a traditional print publisher, also has experienced. Yeah? So we know what it means when attention is shifting from one media category to the other. And for us, at the time, it was very difficult to build a new category. Yeah? We basically achieved it through strategic acquisitions, like Onet, for instance, in Poland. Yeah? But it were companies like Onet, yeah, that were the winners of this transformation. It was not the incumbents in the industry. And this chart simply depicts that. That's also true for the United States. So in the United States, newspaper companies, they just fell short of advertising money because money shifted and followed the eyeballs, but they were not able, because of their legacy, to recover any substantial amounts of online or of print in online. So for us, as a digital publisher, this is good news, because in TV, we have no legacy. And I can tell you, this is a very comfortable position to be in. That you can lay back and you can think, okay, what is online video about? What the user really needs? You don't have to go into discussions about transformation with your legacy people. You don't have to discuss how to avoid cannibalization of existing revenues, because you don't have any revenues you have to defend. You just are the challenger and you fight for it. And this has also been our inspiration when we started our video strategy some even less than 2 years ago, to be honest. Yeah? In July 2014, we sat together and developed our video strategy and said we want to go bold. We really want to reinvent the way online video is consumed and provide the user a completely new experience. And after less than 20 months, we can say that we've been very successful in doing this. So Grupa Onet Raz Polska has tripled within 20 months its video streams in Poland. So whereas we had in July 2014 some 67 million streams monthly, we reached actually the landmark of more than 200 million streams in January this year. And not only this, also if you look at the long form and the short form real user figures, you see that with VOD.pl we are clearly leading, and so we do with Onet TV. And this is due, of course, to a consistent strategy, but also to the fact that we can be the challenger, and we have a great team that is going to focus on that. And I'm happy to learn today more from our team how they are doing so far, and also to share this experience with you. So this has been a short introduction, just to set the tone for this conference and to give you an impression how big online video globally is. We will have great speakers here who will tell much more about it and go more into detail in their respective areas. And now, as Max announced, I have the pleasure to introduce to you something which we came up with, how we would like to work together with you, with the marketers here in Poland, and really also introduce something innovative, something of adding value, and that should help to strengthen the cooperation within the media industry. So let me introduce to you our Impact Academy concept. For this, we watch a short video.
Impact Academy. Międzynarodowe konferencje Impact Days. Specjaliści z Polski i ze świata. Nowatorskie analizy rynku mediów. Angażujące warsztaty Impact Seminars. Zdobądź praktyczną wiedzę i uznany certyfikat. Impact Academy. Lift your level.
So, what is the idea of Impact Academy? With Impact Academy, we really would like to reach out to the community of Polish marketers. We would like to offer an annual educational program. Yeah? And in this, we would like to focus on the hot topics of the industry and discuss media and communication trends. We are bringing our experts of the group to the table, and we're also leveraging our international network within Axel Springer Group, within Ringier Group, and of course all the contacts we have across Europe and the globe. And through this, we would like to give you access to this opportunity to develop with us together the online media space here in Poland, and to learn from the best, and to have really a new perspective. So to launch this year, the program conveys basically two major blocks. So one is we have 2 Impact Days a year, which is also accessible for you, of course. This is basically the introduction. We will have another one in September. And on top of that, we will run expert seminars, 5 thematic seminars we are planning. And through this, we would like to focus really on the key topics, and would like to invite you to join us here and to make this really a big initiative here in Poland. And if you would like to learn more, we have an expert zone, and there you can also register. So we are looking forward that you join us. The first pilot for Impact seminars will start in April 2016, and it will be about inbound marketing over generations. So I think a very hot topic, very heavily discussed, and there is a lot to learn here also from research and current trends. So I invite you, join us here, become part of Impact Academy, and all you need to know more, our experts in the expert zone outside during the breaks will tell you. Having said all that, let me wish you a great Impact Day. Great that you are here, and I'm now looking forward to all the great speakers that will tell us more about what online video is all about. Thank you very much.
Dekan.